This is how the Mutua Madrid Open 2025 will be. Alcaraz seeks to regain his crown. We reveal necessary aspects to follow the tournament, such as schedule, timings, prize money, where to watch it live, or top contenders for the title. The great tennis event in Spain is already here. 2 weeks of great emotions and tennis spectacle are coming at the Mutua Madrid Open 2025, with the best tennis players in the world seeking glory. Let's go over the aspects that every fan of this sport must know to not miss the tournament, such as the schedule, timings, favorites, prize money, and where to watch it live. Carlos Alcaraz will be the center of attention. The world's tennis epicenter moves to the capital of Spain during 2 weeks full of incentives and mysteries to be solved with the dispute of the Mutua Madrid Open 2025, which stands as the second Masters 1000 and the first WTA 1000 on clay courts. Between April 23rd and May 4th, both main draws will take place, with Carlos Alcaraz aiming to be a prophet in his homeland for the third time, while the presence of Novak Djokovic is a major attraction for fans. Additionally, in the women's tournament, the dream is to see a rematch of last year's final when Iga Swiatek and Aryna Sabalenka amazed the world with one of the best matches of the past season. Schedule and timings for the Mutua Madrid Open 2025. For years, the Madrid tournament will host a whopping 96 players in both singles draws, with the top 32 seeds exempt from the first round. This means that to claim the title, the best in the world will need to win 6 matches, while those not seeded must secure 7 victories. The qualifying rounds for both draws will take place on Monday, April 21st, and Tuesday, April 22nd, although for the latter day, there will also be first-round matches for the women's singles final draw. The men's tournament kicks off on Wednesday, April 23rd, closing the women's first round, while Thursday, April 24th, will be the last day without evening sessions on the Manolo Santana and Aranxa Sanchez Vicario courts. From that day until Tuesday, the 29th, there will be matches starting at 8 p.m. on both courts, with daytime matches beginning every day at 11 a.m., except from Wednesday, April 30th, when activity starts at 1 p.m. All women's round of 16 matches will be played on Tuesday, the 29th, and the men's on Wednesday, the 30th, which could be considered the highlight of the tournament as 2 women's quarterfinal matches will also be played. The women's semifinals are to be held on Thursday, May 1st, and the men's on Friday, May 2nd. The women's final will take place on Saturday, May 3rd, starting at 6:30 p.m., while the men's final will be on Sunday, May 4th, also at 6:30 p.m. seeds, and when will Carlos Alcaraz play at the Mutua Madrid Open 2025? The answer to the burning question of when Alcaraz will make his debut in the Madrid tournament and on which days he will play the rest of his matches, assuming he progresses, will have to wait until the draw for the men's singles is held on Monday, April 21st, at 11 a.m. The ATP ranking published that same Monday will be used, reflecting the changes resulting from the tournaments in Barcelona and Munich. What is clear is that Carlos Alcaraz will debut either on Friday, the 25th, or Saturday, the 26th of April. Depending on the debut day, his next match will be on Sunday, the 27th, or Monday, the 28th, while his round of 16 match will undoubtedly be on Tuesday, the 29th of April. As for the women's draw, the current WTA ranking will be considered as the draw takes place on Sunday, the 20th of April, at 6 p.m., which hinders the consideration of the expected classification update after the Stuttgart tournament on the following Monday. Prize money and ATP ranking points for the Mutua Madrid Open 2025. As seen in major tournaments hosting both men's and women's events simultaneously, the cash prizes are equal for both genders, with very subtle differences in the points awarded in some rounds. However, both male and female champions will gain 1,000 points. Let's review the financial rewards and ranking points per round. R1, 20,820 euros / 10 points, non-seeded. R2, 30,895 euros / 10 and 30 points, non-seeded. R3, 52,925 euros / 50 points. R4, 90,445 euros / 100 points. Cf. 165,670 euros / 200 points. SF. 291,040 euros / 400 points. F. 523,870 euros / 650 points. G. 985,030 euros / 1,000 points. Who are the top contenders for the title at the Mutua Madrid Open 2025? Sinner's absence does not diminish the appeal of the Mutua Madrid Open 2025, which presents significant attractions in both the men's and women's draws. It is impossible to deny Carlos Alcaraz the role of the top favorite for the title, a man who has already triumphed twice at the Magic Box and seems to have regained lost confidence in recent months due to his great performances in Monte Carlo and Barcelona. He will face tough competition from players like Alexander Zverev, Alex de Minaur, Lorenzo Musetti, or Arthur Fils, as well as paying special attention to the defending champion, Andrei Rublev, and other players who may not be clear favorites in other clay court events but benefit from the conditions in Madrid, accelerating the game noticeably. Novak Djokovic must always be considered a contender for the title, regardless of his form. Regarding the women's event, many hope to witness a final rematch between Iga Swiatek and Aryna Sabalenka, intimate rivals who have crafted some of their best matches based on previous encounters at the Magic Box. Corey Goff, Jessica Pegula, Mira Andreeva, and Madison Keys are among the other contenders for the title, but the parity and high level in the WTA circuit make it difficult to predict and narrow down the list of favorites. Where to watch Carlos Alcaraz live at the Mutua Madrid Open 2025? The matches in which Carlos Alcaraz participates at the Mutua Madrid Open 2025 can be watched live on RTV, either on their channel Teledeport or even on Law 1, as well as on Movistar Plus through #Vamos, Channel 7, or one of their Sports Plus channels. The rest of the tournament can be followed on RTV, either on their Teledeport channel or through the RTV Play app, with live streaming from all courts. Movistar Plus will also cover the Madrid tournament, but only the men's draw, leaving the women's event for Tennis Channel. All men's tournament matches can also be watched on the Tennis TV on-demand streaming service, available on any device worldwide. You can also watch the match live for free at the betting site Bet365 thanks to their live streaming service. Just register, make a deposit, and you will instantly have access to the broadcast of Carlos Alcaraz's match in the Mutua Madrid Open 2025.